What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Smell Good, Feel Good. I'm Cody. This here's Stud Muffins, and today I'm going to be going over 10 of my favorite fall fragrances for 2020, so stand fast. Alrighty guys, so it looks like it's about that time of year. The temperature is finally going down where I live, and the leaves are slowly starting to change, and all the other YouTubers are making their fall fragrance list videos, so I figured it's probably better than ever to go ahead and do this. So, we're gonna, these are kind of in order from my least favorite to favorite, but again, if by least favorite, it's still one of my favorite because it's my top 10 in my collection. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and start this off at the number 10 spot with Lalique's Encre Noire à l'Extrême. Okay, so this was somewhat of a challenging fragrance for me when I first got it. But I think with the time, I got it in the summertime, and I think that with the way the weather is now, like right now it's in the high 50s where I am, this goes really, really well with it. It is kind of it's like a smooth patchouli vetiver type fragrance. It's also slightly balsamic. It smells really kind of sophisticated in my opinion. More of a dressed up fragrance, but I think you could, pull this off anytime if you're a mature person. If you're, a really young guy, probably wouldn't want to be going for this yet, or at least only wear it whenever you're dressed up. But yeah, it's just a nice, kind of smooth, woody, balsamic type fragrance. Like I said, you get the vetiver, the benzoin, there's sandalwood in there, there's patchouli, and it's slightly, ever so slightly, smoky. And you'll notice with a lot of, a handful of the fragrances that I have on this list, smoky / incenseness is going to, I don't know if incenseness is a word, but it is now. They're going to have kind of that quality to it. So anyways, in the number 10 spot is Lalique Encre Noire à l'Extrême. Okay, next up is a fragrance that Amity bought me, and I really, really like it. It is kind of one of my signature scents because it's so versatile. I feel like you can wear this pretty much year-round, and you can wear it dressed up and casual, and that is Dunhill Icon Elite. Now, this, I think, is the best from the Dunhill Icon line. I think this is the best one out of them all. And this is kind of like your typical masculine cologne. Just like you want to smell like a freaking stud. It kind of gives me slight vibes of Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, but I mean, not quite, but it's kind of like it would be in that same family. The main note you're getting out of this, the woody note, is ebony. But you also get like a little bit of suede, you get some vetiver, black pepper, cardamom. This has, and there's a little bit of citrus notes in there to just kind of brighten up the spiciness of it. So this is kind of like a woody, aromatic, kind of fresh, spicy type fragrance. And like I said, it's just really versatile. You can put this on your list of most, fragrances. It maybe not the best for in the hot ass summer months, but yeah, you can wear this dressed up, dressed down. I think you could even wear this in the office, but go easy because it is pretty powerful. But yeah, Dunhill Icon Elite in the number 9 spot. Okay, in my number 8 spot, this was a hyped fragrance, a hidden gem fragrance, very nice cheapy fragrance. I got this super cheap. I want to say I got this on clearance for like 12 or 15 bucks at my local TJ Maxx. And yeah, let's go ahead and just get into it. It is Aramis Tobacco Reserve. When I first got this and first put it on, I was not very happy with it because it kind of on the opening on my skin, it had like an earthy medicinal quality to it, and it was just really off-putting, but it quickly went away, and once it dried down, it became a nice, dry, sweet tobacco scent. You get tobacco, tonka, oak moss, I believe there's clary sage in there, nutmeg as well, and yeah, it's, a lot of people get really good performance out of this. For me, I think it's, maybe average or slightly above average, but a lot of people say they get, like, beast mode performance with this one. But for the price, like, the quality of this for the price is just top notch. So if you can get this, I mean, you can get it online or whatever, but go ahead and check out your local Marshalls or TJ Maxx if they're even open right now. But, because I got this super cheap. Anyways, guys, so number 8 spot is Aramis Tobacco Reserve. Okay, next up is a fragrance that I do not think smells like what they say it's supposed to smell like, but it still smells great nonetheless, and it's pretty cheap too. You can get this really cheap. It is Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. So this is just a kind of sweet, fresh, spicy, woody fragrance. They say that it's got the note of the dessert tiramisu, and I've had myself a lot of tiramisu in my life. Unfortunately, probably need to cut back. But when I smell this, it doesn't make me think, oh, that smells like tiramisu. To me, this kind of falls in the lines of like La Nuit de l'Homme, like a sweeter, slightly fresher La Nuit de l'Homme. Not saying it's a clone of it or smells exactly like it, but it's in that same family, in my opinion. And, obviously, it's got cardamom in it, it's got sandalwood, it also has cashmere wood in it, and then you get, some of that sweetness from the tonka as well. But, yeah, I just really like this fragrance. It's almost gourmandish. I don't know if I would quite say it's completely a gourmand fragrance, but it's pretty close, and it just smells really tasty, and I like this one quite a bit, and again, you can get it at a really good price. So, in the, I believe, number 7 spot is, again, Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. Okay, so in my number 6 spot is a fragrance that is usually always on the top 10 lists of people for winter or fall, at the very least designer fragrances, and it still stands up there, and it is Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Privé. So this is like the a little bit more mature, older brother of 1 Million. It's not, the sweetness of 1 Million is toned down quite a bit, and you're left with this tobacco, tonka, benzoin scent, and you also get a nice hefty dose of cinnamon in there as well. And it's just a really nice fragrance. A lot of people say that they get like super beast mode performance with this. I don't. Supposedly it's been reformulated. I don't know if mine's the reformulated version. They say you can tell by like the color of the juice or whatever. So you guys look at that and tell me, is this the OG or the reformulated? If it's the OG, then it's, obviously it's just my skin. That or I'm just going nose blind to it, because there have been times where I've worn this and I couldn't smell anything, and then somebody's like, oh, you smell good. Like the barista says I smell good, or my fiance says I smell good. But anyways, this, for the cooler months, for the cooler weather, is very nice. I think people of all ages could pretty much pull this off. If you're a young man or a, older gentleman, you could pull this off. It's just a nice cinnamony, sweet tobacco fragrance. And, yeah, this one you can also get fairly cheap online. Okay, and the number 5 spot is a very rich and powerful gourmand fragrance that I'm sure almost all of you have never heard of this. And it is from the house of Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, which is an artisan wet shaving company. but they've also started making eau de parfums of their aftershave splashes / colognes. And this one is Bleu Samhain Eau de Parfum. Now, I believe this is a seasonal release from them, so I don't know if it's readily available right now, but it should be soon, okay? Now, this... it smells so good. It smells kind of like some of the fall / winter seasonal candles from Bath and Body Works. Amity loves Bath and Body Works stuff, but yeah, this, you get pumpkin with this, like burnt brown sugar, bourbon, almost has like a slight maple-y undertone, but smells so good. Like I said, pumpkin, bourbon, brown sugar, put that together. That's what this smells like. Very rich, okay? So honestly, like one spray of this on your chest and you're good to go. This has really, really good performance. And again, like I said, it's really, really rich. So don't overdo it. Otherwise, you might like make some people sick because it's pretty sweet, okay? But anyways, again, Bleu Samhain by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Keep an eye out for it as we get closer to October. I think that it'll probably be released around that time. Hopefully it wasn't like a one-time deal for this particular scent, but I believe it'll probably be making a comeback. All right, and the number 4 spot is, again, this is a fragrance that my fiance got me, and it just smells awesome, dare I say, in gourmand territory. And it is Hugo Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. I'm sure you all have heard, of what this smells like, but basically just think apple pie. Nice apple, cinnamon, vanilla combo, along with some other stuff in there. But that's the main thing going on in this fragrance, and it just does perfect out in the fall weather, in my opinion. Another great thing about this is you can get it very cheap online. So keep an eye. In fact, I'm thinking I think all of these fragrances you can get pretty cheap online, and probably the most expensive would probably be from the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Maybe one of the others that are coming up like right after this. But anyways, and the number 4 spot is Hugo Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. Alright, so, and the number 3 spot is a fragrance that I absolutely love. I wish I had a bigger bottle of it. Can't decide if I want to try to pull the trigger on a bigger bottle, though, because apparently it's been reformulated pretty harshly and the performance just isn't there as it once was. But anyways, this number 3 spot is Viktor&Rolf's Spicebomb, the original. I know that Spicebomb Extreme is the most popular of the bunch, but I think that kind of belongs in the full-on winter territory, but I just love this Spicebomb. Cinnamony, tobacco, pink pepper. It's just kind of like a fresh, spicy cinnamon tobacco fragrance that I think you could... Man, I was wearing it the other day while I was at work, and God, I just kept catching whiffs of it, and I really, really like it. Like I said, it's been reformulated, and so the performance of what's currently out there is not that good. But I've tried a couple of clones of Spicebomb, and I actually found one that performs really, really well and smells like, unless you have them right next to each other and in the opening, they smell like 90+% similar. I don't think anybody's going to walk by you who knows what Spicebomb smells like and is going to say, oh, it smells like Spicebomb, but it must be a clone because it's not exactly the same. No, they smell that close. And that is Oil Perfumery's Spicebomb clone. That one is really, really nice. Has really good performance. I accidentally overdid it when I put it on. I got like the rollerball version of it. I put it on my wrist and I put it on my neck, and it like choked Amity out when we went in the car. So I think just on the wrist or on the neck would have been good, because it's pretty powerful, and I didn't expect it to project very well since it is like just like a oil, but it did. So Spicebomb by Viktor&Rolf, and you know, if you're looking for a decent clone of it, or you know, a really good clone, check out Oil Perfumery's clone of it. It's pretty affordable, and I'll probably be doing a side-by-side review of that in the future. Alright, and the number 2 spot is probably another fragrance that, unless you watched my previous, you know, 2019 winter, or I think it might have even been on my fall list, you probably have never heard of this. And it is Katie's Bubbles, which is also a wet shaving artisan shop. But Katie's Bubbles, La Piment de la Vie. I really, really like this fragrance. It is a, I feel like I get spices from nutmeg and clove in here, and then there's also vanilla and chocolate and sandalwood. And honestly, so to think about it, or to think of something that it's kind of similar to, I would say it kind of gives me imaginary author's Memoirs of a Trespasser vibe. Not quite like super incensey or anything like that, but it just kind of gives me that vibe, along with that nutmeg and clove and that vanilla in there. It's just really, 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 really good, and has pretty good performance as well. I really like this fragrance. I highly encourage you all to check this one out. This is a little hidden gem for you all, okay? Okay, my number 1 spot is my most recently acquired fragrance, and it is, again, by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. It is Astro Traveler, Eau de Parfum. Okay, so let me tell you what this fragrance smells like up close, and then I'll tell you what it smells like kind of in the air. So, up close on the skin, it is a very spicy, sweet, cinnamony fragrance with, you know, it's got tobacco in there. But the type of cinnamon that it is, it's not like, it kind of reminds me of the Red Hot Candies or whatever. So honestly, up close, like just sniffing it on my hand or out of the atomizer, it's not its best, because the candiness of the cinnamon I was not expecting. But in the air and even on the skin, once it dries down, it smells amazing. Just, you know, whenever it was advertised on the website, it was, you know, it just said fall in a bottle. But yeah, it's fall in a bottle. It's, you know, it's somewhat, it kind of reminds me of like a mix of 1 Million Privé with maybe By the Fireplace, or Memoirs of a Trespasser, because it does kind of have a smokiness to it. In fact, I wore this last night whenever I went over to hang out with the neighbors, and we were outside, and I was standing upwind from them, and the wind blew, and they said I smelled kind of like a bonfire with toasted marshmallows and cinnamon. So it's, you know, I wouldn't say it's gourmand. It's definitely not gourmand like Blue Samhain, but I would say that it is kind of a tasty fragrance, and it's just very, very nice. The only downside, honestly, is, you know, I just bought this like a week and a half ago, and I don't see it on the website anymore. So I don't know if there was just a limited stock and it's gonna come back whenever they get more made, I don't know. I'll probably talk to Douglas Smythe, who is the artisan, the owner of Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I've known him for a long time, and because I've been using his wet shaving products forever now. But yeah, I want to see, like, where did this go, and where did Blue Samhain go? I'm pretty sure that Blue Samhain, again, is just a seasonal release, and it'll be coming out soon. But I have no idea what happened to Astro Traveler. If I'm, gonna guess, I think it's just like they just sold out, and now we gotta wait. Hey, stop licking yourself. They sold out, and now we just gotta wait till they restock. But anyways, guys, that is my 10 fall/autumn fragrances for 2020. I could almost even say that they are a bunch of cheapies. So yeah, guys, let me know which of these fragrances have you tried out and what do you think about them, and give me your list of what some of your favorite fall fragrances are, and I'd like to check those out as well. So thank you all very much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. If you liked the video, please like. If you disliked it, go ahead and hit the dislike button, but please leave me some constructive criticism down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.